Chapter 3. With freshly smeared finger paint dripping from my grimy little hands and a new masterpiece that was destined for a shoebox in my mother's closet, it laid out before me to dry. I guess it really wasn't that fashionable back then to put bad art on a new frigid air back then, especially one that was a really cool, what they call it, mustard gold. So I was leaned back in my chair looking as cool as any 6-year-old Romeo ever could. I envisioned kind of an Elvis Beaver Cleaver or some sort of James Dean Dennis the Menace combo. Maybe it was more like Danny Partridge, except I was pretty sure I looked like and was way cool as Keith. I had conveniently positioned myself so I was right next to the cutest girl in the class, Anna Balance. Now, the irony of her last name struck me many, many years later, but she was beautiful. She looked like Marcia, and I was certain that she was under my spell. So I leaned over when the teacher wasn't looking and I quickly kissed her on the cheek. What happened next was quite shocking, to say the least, and very prophetic. Miss Anna Balance, the first love of my life, stood up, kicked the unstable legs of my reclined art table chair right out from under me. Now, that sense of complete powerlessness that I felt was accentuated by the slow motion movement of designed to have a fair shot at it fully experiencing the pending trauma, or in my case, head injury. The same slow motion effect does not seem, however, to improve the reaction time of an awkward and clumsy kindergartner like myself. My head bounced off the really hard but attractive 50 modern concrete floor, and boom, out go the lights. Now, it's puzzling, but we can, as a society, stop the evils of exposed screws on playground equipment and make it a law to wear a helmet while we're biking. But every school that I've ever seen has had these same floors. Go figure. But on that fateful day, a pattern emerged. I would psych myself past my own insecurities, my own low self-esteem by presenting an illusion of myself only to be let down. And on that day, I guess you could say that I got my first mild concussion when I lost my balance while losing in a balance. See, I told you it was ironic, but the real irony is, though, in first grade, without much coercion, Anna became my first real girlfriend, and she willingly gave me my first real kiss right there on the cheek, right after I chased her halfway home from school. I didn't really want to attempt that around any concrete floors.